Hi guys, this is Just and welcome to your surprise. So we're looking at all signs to see what could be a surprise coming for some of you. So now we're going to start with Aries, and before I begin, I want to just remind you that this is a general. So Aries, it looks like your bounce back game is going to be serious. Okay. Some of you are on an onward and upward. You're moving forward. You are focusing on a lot of things, new things, moving ahead. Some of you could actually be going back to something, surprisingly, taking care of things. You may, people around you may find your actions kind of, I don't see how it could be surprising because Aries is always all over the place, but perhaps your attentiveness may be a bit aloof. You may not be that attainable to people, and that may be surprising to some people because you're literally moving all over the place and you're not really focusing on anyone other than what you need to do and what's important to you at this time. So a bit of selfishness may be more of a surprise to others, not so much for you. Taking care of business, again, if you did recently break up with someone, it's going to definitely be a sting, and you left your mark with this person. You really did. And I feel like they may even be surprised at how much you still linger in their mind, and they're still been affected by this love, this relationship, while you, again, quietly but quickly, move onward and upward. So your actions and your attitude toward how you take people may be a bit of surprise for them as well as for you, because at one point we did see Aries going through a little bit of emotional turmoil, but it seems like you got your groove back and your mojo back, huh, Aries? So there you go. Now let's look at Taurus. Taurus, it looks like some of you definitely, well, first of all, I want to say happy birthday, belated and future birthdays for you Tauruses out there. But definitely make a wish, because you just might get it. That new job, the thing that's been on your heart heavy and you've been desiring and wanting, it can come to you now. Absolutely. Starting a new business, building something up. It seems like it's going to be very prominent for some of you and very positive. This is a great energy for your birthday month, and it looks like you guys are able to manifest just about all the things that you want. Well, let me not say all the things, but something in particular that makes your heart sing. It looks like you're going to be getting a lot of love and attention from those that are special around you. So be very mindful of the things that you think and how you feel, because thoughts becomes things and feelings become your reality. So congratulations, Taurus. It looks like it is certainly going to be your time. Now on to Gemini. Gemini, well, your surprise, and it may not even be so much of a surprise for some of you, because it seems instinctively that you know that a situation is coming to an end. Try as you might to hold on tight, is coming to an end. If not for you, then for someone around you, there's an ending coming. Death is staring you, not in the face, it's creeping up on you slowly but surely, but it's coming to an end. And you may be trying to hold on to a love, to a relationship, to money, but it's coming, it's creeping, and it's literally ending. You're not going to be able to get something for nothing, okay? If you want to win in the end, you're going to have to sacrifice something to begin with. And so for some of you, again, that could be a love relationship, that could be something tangible like money or asset or something that you own. But there's something that's going to come to an end. You will eventually get a victory out of it, but it does come at a cost. So that will be your surprise. Victory does come at a price. Now on to Cancer. Cancer. Well, all I'm going to say to Cancer is you better strap it up. You guys better wear some protection, because it looks like you're definitely about to embark on a very titillating, I should say, and spicy, perhaps one night stand, love affair. Now, this could be someone brand new. This could be someone that you already know. Hell, it could be someone that you haven't seen in quite some time, but whatever it is, and when you do take this offer, as it looks like some of you will, it will be something to remember. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to be forever. And for some of you, it could just be you and your husband, you and your wife, a mate, and you're just having one of these memorable moments like couples do. But if it is someone new and you're out there and you're single, Be very conscious and careful, because you just may meet someone and the next day wake up as if you've been put in a matrix. See, it's one of those time frames. So you may be surprised of your actions. You may be having a little bit of a walk of shame moment. Some of you may be having a bit of a walk of shame moment, but it feels like it's not going to feel so much of a walk of shame, darling. So just be conscious and aware. And some of you may be saying, well, that's not me. I'm not that type of person. Next thing you know, you're walking around with rug burns, right? But we're grown here. It's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is that for some of you, it definitely looks like it's going to be quite the memorable, intimate moment, if you know what I mean. So Cancer, looks like you're about to enjoy some unexpected quality time. Now on to Leo. Leo. Well, Leo, it looks like the surprise is going to be, this is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. And it looks like that's what some of you may be saying, or someone is going to say to you. Now, it looks very strong that some of you are going possibly in a third party situation and someone's found out. It may be, you know, they may have said it verbally. They may be quietly have learned this, and quietly they're going to walk away. Now, for some of you, the surprise is going to be that you may be thinking about this person, waiting to see them, waiting to call them, texting them, writing them a poem or a letter or something, and just really expecting the next time you engage with this person, what you're going to say and, you know, how you feel about them. Lo and behold, they're leaving. They're in the process, and it's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt you. Now, for some of you, it's going to be you. And for others of you, it seems that you are having to deal with some emotions that perhaps you didn't think that you felt anymore. These emotions are creeping up out of nowhere, and that could be your surprise. That how the hell, why am I feeling this way again? Why am I down and depressed? Why am I so emotional about things? I thought I've kicked this. But you're still going through the process of having to walk away from someone, something. And it's hard as hell. You know, it's hard to walk away from this situation, but you must do this, and you know it. So for some of you, the surprise is that you may find yourself back in an emotional place that you thought you've kicked, a habit that you thought you've kicked when it comes to matters of heart for some of you. And the reality is that a lot of things have come to head, and a lot of things are clear to you. And it's going to be that a door has to be closed. Okay? And an ending is the reality. And you must move on, because a situation that either you're in is unhealthy or you were in was unhealthy. And so this will be a surprise that you're no longer glamorizing whatever the situation is that a situation that possibly was once 3 will now be 2, or in order for you to get to your partnership of 2, you now have to deal with the inability to close the door on someone from your past. But being able to do it now, and it's not that easy emotionally, but allowing the feelings to course through you so you can get on the other side. So not the best reading for some of you Leos, and that may be the surprise of these feelings coming out of nowhere, but I feel like it's going to get a lot of you guys closer to where you want to be in a real partnership eventually. And again, if it's others of you that's dealing with this third party, well, it looks like someone's jumping ship. Now on to Virgo. Virgo. Well, Virgo, for some of you, I get that there can be a surprise in how you are processing a situation. Okay, there may be someone from your past that you want to reunite with, but you're really not sure. There can definitely be a possibility of committing to someone, even marrying them. And it's taken you quite some time to heal from a situation, or you're still in the process for some of you in healing a situation when it comes to love matters. But it looks like you are still surprised that someone may have everything that you want. Everything is checked off the list. Check, 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 check. But something deep inside of you is still stopping you. Something is still giving you pause. Something is still making you feel as though you're still not sure, should you move forward 100%? Is there something that you're missing? It is like almost like something you can't put your finger on. But it's like someone has everything that you want. You could have been missing this person. You could have sent some type of a message or some form of communication toward them, and you're waiting to receive word, notice, or you have, but you're still at this place where you're not sure. Now, for some of you, you're waiting for this person to get back to you, respond back to you. You've made your feelings known. You've made your intentions known, and you're waiting and you're not sure. And this person may not be sure as well. And the surprise is either that someone, even though it all is right, it all seems right, or there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of emotions, someone's response to perhaps reuniting or being together gives someone pause, or there's some things that are still unknown that's giving someone a reason to consider further, is what it looks like. Okay. Some of you may be in love with your friend. You could be in love with someone that you probably never thought this day would come, or you would be there, or they would be at this place, or it would be them. And even in that, even if some of you are sure of your feelings, and again, you may want to reunite with this person, or you've spent some time with them and you're seeing them differently. So some of you could be dealing with a friend, and now you're starting to feel differently for this person, and you're questioning, well, I don't know why. And you're so surprised at the feelings that you are starting to feel for a particular person, or someone's feeling that way towards you. And perhaps even someone wants to, or you want to start anew, move forward. And you may, for others of you, you may feel strongly with a person. You may have even reunited with this person. And now you're having second thoughts. You're not sure if this is the right person, if you made the right decision. Some of you are completely confused. And so that may even be a surprise to the person, that 1 minute you took a couple of steps forward. Now you may be taking a few steps back. It could be cold feet, because there's a possibility that you know the next step will be some form of commitment. There may be another person out there that you still are considering. There could be emotions still left unresolved in a different direction. But surprisingly, what you once wanted may not be what you want anymore. Or there may be some things within you screaming so loudly that it's giving you pause. And what you felt so deeply made sense to move forward on. So it looks like Virgos have some deep thinking and contemplating to do, surprisingly. Now on to Libra. Well, Libra, and I don't know why these readings are going so fast, but they are. Libra, it looks like for some of you, you may have an admirer, surprisingly. There may be someone who has their eye on you big time. But you're not available. Okay. And so this person may not be making any moves towards you at all, but they're buying their time. They may feel like one day I will have you, one day, just not today. I feel like you may discover, especially pay attention in your surroundings when you're at work, when you're walking around, just pay attention, because you may find or catch this person looking at you, staring at you, watching you. There's a secret admirer. There's someone who is spellbound when it comes to you, and they intend to have you at some point. The problem is that you're not available. Now, for others of you, it looks like the surprise is going to be that you're not being your regular self, Libra. You're not putting the pedal to the metal and moving forward in your life. You may feel stuck and bound by a situation. You may be feeling overly controlled by a situation or a person, but you're not doing anything about it. Surprisingly, you may feel as though you want to get out of a situation, but no, the opportunities aren't coming your way to free yourself from the dependency of another person or situation. Now, this could be an individual, this could be a job, this could be anything where you need to be independent and free yourself from. And opportunities aren't there, but are they not there, or are you not seeking them? Okay, that may be the surprise too. You've got to put the mirror in front of yourself and say, well, what am I doing? So if this does relate to you and you say, yeah, opportunities aren't coming for me, and financially I'm a little bit lacking or a bit challenged than normal, and I do feel stuck, and I do feel like I'm being controlled by someone else or something, you've got to put the pedal to the metal. You've got to, because surprisingly, if you do not, you will continue to stay where you are. And I don't think that that would be a surprise, right? But surprisingly, I feel for some of you, you're really not aware of just how controlled you're being in a situation. And even strongly, I see that someone definitely has their eye on you, very much so, especially if you guys are already taken, or they probably assume that you're unavailable. There's someone who strongly has their eye on you. And be very conscious, and like I said, be conscious and aware of your surroundings, because you might catch this person staring at you, you know, and they're one to watch out for. Okay, so now on to Scorpio. Well, Scorpio. It looks like for some of you, surprise, 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 there is love coming your way. Absolutely. If you are a Scorpio woman, it looks like someone's coming back. The person who left and walked away from you, it's going to be coming back. And it has a lot to do, I feel, with perhaps the full moon. And I do think we have a full moon in Scorpio, right? So that could be bringing this person back to you. But it looks like their intentions for some of you will actually definitely be to win you back. They want a commitment. They want something real. And I feel like they're going to be very emotionally open and honest when it comes to you. There may have been a recent celebration event that either they attended or you. And now this person is kind of ready to put themselves out there and take this leap. This hasn't been just a fly-by-night situation, even though they'll come in that way. I feel that their emotions are fully developed, and they've thought about this for quite some time. And I feel that this person definitely wants to give their share, give their part this go round. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you, Scorpios, of what you're going to do. But there's definitely going to be some honesty and some truths that's going to come out about the situation. So for some of you, this may be an opportunity for you to get closure. For others of you, this can be excuse me, the start of something new. And for even others of you, it could definitely be a brand new person that comes into your life. But I feel that this person has possibly been through things emotionally in their past, and they know what they want moving forward. For you Scorpio men, it looks like you're going to be the one initiating some type of a love offer towards someone. This person only wants the truth. They've been hurt in the past. They've had people walk away, or someone specific walk away from them. Someone that they still reminisce, and they still, you know, they still feel the sting of that past relationship. So if you do intend to move on or move towards someone, Scorpio men, make sure that you are ready and prepared for a mature and monogamous love, because that's what this person is wanting for you. Otherwise, surprise, surprise, looks like some form of love is coming to the Scorpios out there. Now on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. You have an opportunity that is rare. Very rare opportunity. And it is one that gives you an option to be a better you. It gives you an opportunity to step outside of yourself and see yourself. It gives you an opportunity to challenge yourself to be better than what you ever thought you could be. Or I should say what you knew you could be, but probably never took the time to be. Now, we know that you guys have been going through a death in the process of letting a situation go. And there's an opportunity here for some of you. And it can be in the form of the same opportunities that you've gotten before. Tangible, monetary, that sort of thing. But in order for you to become a better person, in order for you to get where you want to be, which is even more than what you've always been offered, what you always go after, for you to step out and be a better version of yourself, be the version that you're supposed to be. And this is something that's more akin spiritually to who you are. Surprisingly, like I said, deep down inside, you know what it is. If you have been stressed out, worried, can't sleep, anxiety ridden, you're about to slay that dragon. And you're going to get a lot of mental victory over anguish and upset. Now, some things when it comes to Sagittarius, surprisingly, you're going to have to let go, and some things you're going to take with you. But imagine this. Some of you, if you sit and do nothing, you may wait too long and miss the boat. If you take with you all that you've done before, so being brash, speaking out of context, speaking out of turn, it's more I get, and then having negative thoughts, speaking negative words, displaying negative actions, you're going to misstep and you may lose something, and it can be monetary. Okay, it may be of something tangible. All right. But I do see an opportunity for you, Sagittarius, to change your way in being. And when you do that, you literally, you take on a quietness. Okay. There's something to be said in saying nothing. Remember that. There's something to be said in saying nothing. And when some of you exercise the power of silence and discipline and control and awareness, and you become aware, you find that everyone else is the problem, that everyone else is at war and at odds. But you've got to be aware of your surroundings. I feel for some of you Sagittarius, surprisingly, you may be moving ahead in something, not necessarily 100% aware of what all is going on. So you need to take a step back. If you take a step back and really look at everything, I feel that you will gain your footing. You will come out better. If you take this rough, raw, brash, unyielding, relentless approach, your arrogance for some of you, okay, and your blindness to rage, anger, upset, and possibly conflict will make you misstep and make a foolish move and ultimately drop a ball. Okay, so I'm saying this to you as more a surprise, but also a warning for some of you Sagittarius, is perhaps around this time frame until we get into next week. Be very, very conscious of your words spoken and your reactions toward people and things. You'll be so surprised in how much power you have in saying nothing and disciplining yourself. So perhaps some of you Sagittarius want to challenge yourself, possibly until we get into next week. Challenge here. Discipline your words and your actions if it is ones that is aggressive, and if it is ones that haphazardly you're making, right? Challenge yourself to not do that, and then see what's happening around you. Okay. But I have to say, surprisingly, surprise, there's going to be, for some of you, definitely clearing of the air with a situation mentally, getting the upper hand with a situation. Some news that some of you may be at a double mind with, not sure which way to go. And if you're not clear and you don't take a step back, some of you surprisingly absolutely will make a foolish decision and perhaps will lose something, okay, or drop a ball. So be conscious and very careful this particular week, Sagittarius, because it looks like there's a life lesson to be learned here. Now on to Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, surprise. As bad as it feels, seems, looks right now, it's going to get better. Yes, it will. It will get better. For some of you, it's going to seem like it's going to take forever, but it will get better. Perhaps in Gemini season is when you're going to start to see a light at the end of that tunnel, possibly a little peep pole of a light, but a light nonetheless. Right now, some of you are you're in a bad place. What is going on, Capricorn? Damn it, I'm the one surprised. Like, the hell? There's some loss. So my condolences if some of you have surprisingly received some form of a loss, tangible loss, like, someone that that sort of thing. But I definitely see a major loss here. And it could be an end of a severance of some sort, of a union of some kind, but there's definitely a loss here. And some of you may be having to move begrudgingly, surprisingly. Some monies or something tangible, as I said, could have been lost along the way. But it will get better. It will. You will be able to manifest the things that you want, get back to the place that you once was, or even better before. It's like I said, it's going to take time for all of you. The time frame will be different, but just know that things will get better for you. Okay. Yeah. Some of you are definitely heartbroken. Be careful with your own health, but I do see like some heartbreak. But you're on the other side of it. You may not believe it right now. It may not feel like it. For some of you, you may just be entering into this, so it'll take you a little longer. For others of you, it could have been however long ago. You're closer to it being at the tail end more than the others, but you still will get out on the other side of this thing. So just keep that in mind, that whatever was lost, you will regain. Again, you will have the ability to replenish that is able to be regained. Okay. So again, for some of you Capricorns out there, my condolences, or I'm sorry to have to give you some of this news of a loss. But please see the silver lining, that things definitely will get better. Now on to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. So Aquarius, surprise, surprise, surprise. There's definitely a final judgment that's coming in. And some of you don't know what the hell is going to be said, what the hell is going to happen. For all of you, I have to say it'll be different. There's literally a yes and a no. But for others of you, it really is a not knowing, unsure about where you stand, ultimately speaking, in some form of a justice or judgment. Now, again, this could be waiting on a job offer to come in, waiting to get some monies back that perhaps could be owed you, IRS audit, that sort of thing. Of course, it could have anything to do with institutions that you may be waiting to hear something back, needing or begging the court to take mercy on you or someone that you know. But I do see a light at the end of the tunnel for some of you. This is not for all of you, but for some of you, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. There will be a message that comes in really quick. So if you've been waiting for a while to hear back regarding a message, it looks like messages will come in quite quickly. And like I said, for some of you, it looks quite favorable. This was a battle. Yeah, it was a long battle for some of you Aquariuses. And you are finally going to be able to let go of the burden, to put it down. And it's for some of you, it looks very favorable. And this looks like it's huge, like it's major. Like this isn't just any fly-by-night decision that is being made. If it's some decision that you have to be made, if this is a decision that you need to make, surprisingly, it's not going to be as easy as you thought to make this decision, or it will be longer than you anticipated to wait to hear back regarding a decision being made if you're waiting for one. So I feel like that's a surprise. Obviously, for some of you, you may get into a jam, get into a situation. You may feel like it's quite mundane, and then it kind of exacerbates into something that you really didn't anticipate. So I feel like for some of you, where you thought it would be minor, it becomes major. Others of you, you're really not sure. You're at a waiting period. It looks favorable. And this is a huge burden that some of you are going to be able to let go of. So for some of you, congratulations, Aquarius. Looks like a lot of your stress and strain has come to, or will be coming to an end. So now on to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. It looks like for some of you, you are going to be moving into a really good period for some of you. Surprisingly, it looks like there's going to be family, friends, a new opportunity, a new idea. Something will come to you to put you in a better place than you've been. If some of you have felt like you don't have two pennies to rub together, or you're down to your last, or you're really wanting someone to help you, needing some form of help, some of you are going to get up and help yourself. And just by taking the initiative, things really start to move in your favor quite quickly once you decide to get up and help yourself. And others of you, you may have to leave someone behind, or a couple of people behind in what do you call it? I can't think of the word. I always do this. In favor of yourself. You know, it could be you and a couple of people, and someone expects you to, you know, stay down in the gutter with them. That crab in the barrel mentality. And some of you are not going to do that. You're not going to allow it. Others of you, I feel, when it comes to a love situation, surprisingly, your love with someone deepens. Even though, again, financially, you two may have some form of strife or issues or challenge. Someone may get a new job. I definitely see new job, new opportunity coming in. If not now, it will be a month from now. Opportunities coming in for you guys. And that will make a world of difference. But regardless if you guys only have two pennies to rub together, or if you have, you know, all the money in the world, and you had to kind of let go of mooching people and move on away from them, your love with someone is absolutely deepening. And for all of you, it won't be intimate love. For some of you, it'll be a deeper love with a family member, a friend, a co-worker, business partner, someone in that respect. But there is some form of support. There is some form of getting on the other side, where at one point things seemed really bleak and bad, and now everything seems like it's literally going to work out and it will be okay. So congratulations, Pisces. Surprise, it looks like things are working in your favor, and there's a lot of love to go around. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. All of the readings weren't the best for every sign. Again, I give what is true and what I know to be true, and I deliver the messages as honest as possible for you guys. So hopefully everyone take it as a form of entertainment, because really it's not a personal reading, it's a general. So you have to kind of wait and see if any of this applies to you. And if it does, for those of you who are anticipating some of this news and would like to share with us in the comment section below, please do so. I would love to hear from all of you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the description box below, and I believe in the beginning and possibly at the end of this video. And if any of you out there are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. I think, guys, if you're still listening to this, because you know that's my spiel, I'm coming out with something new, so look out for that. Otherwise, guys, I'll check you back with the next one. Take care, everyone.